Hey guys, I'm Nisha Homi and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing an inexpensive, easy to make, high protein, dairy free milk and also how to make curd with the dairy free milk. This dairy free milk and curd is high in protein and is suitable for vegans, those with dairy intolerance, and an excellent natural source of protein for gym goers. Homemade vegan milk is 100% natural, no additives, fillers, or preservatives, and hence so much better than store bought dairy free milk. You can see how thick and creamy this dairy free curd is, and there is no need for any probiotic tablets to set the curd. And I'm showing you a very easy and inexpensive method to set the curd. So without wasting much time, let's get started with the recipe. Into a bowl, I'm adding in 1 cup raw peanuts, and I'm adding in some water and rinsing it a couple of times, and then soak the peanuts in water for about 8 hours or overnight. After 8 hours, the peanuts are soaked well. Rinse it a couple of times or until the water is clear. Add in the soaked and rinsed peanuts into a blender and add in 2 cups of water and blend well for about 40 to 50 seconds and again repeat for another 40 seconds. I am using a high speed blender which has 1300 watt. Okay, now the peanuts are blended and you can see that the milk has released out. Now pour the blended high protein milk through a sieve and with a tablespoon press the residue to squeeze out the milk. Once the milk is removed, transfer the residue to another plate. Pour the remaining milk and extract the milk in the same way. Transfer the residue into the same blender and then add in 1 cup water and again blend for about 30 to 40 seconds. Once blended, pass the milk again through the sieve. Now our vegan milk is almost ready. Stir it with a spoon and you can see some residue sticking to the back of the spoon. I'm transferring the vegan milk to a pan through a smaller sieve. This sieve is the one which is generally used to sieve tea and coffee. Squeeze or press the residue with the spoon. Again, pour the milk once more through a sieve. This is the third time and my high protein vegan milk is ready. So as you can see, it's about 2.5 cups of fresh homemade peanut milk and there is no residue in the milk. It's pure vegan milk with a subtle nutty flavor. Pour the milk into a serving glass. You can enjoy this high protein milk by itself or have it in smoothies, shakes, or even use it to make coffee or tea. This vegan milk can be boiled just the same way you boil milk. Now to make curd, transfer the milk to a saucepan and bring it to a boil on medium heat. Once it starts to boil, the milk will thicken slightly and is also very creamy. And once boiled, remove from the stove top. You can also enjoy this as a hot high protein milk. Now to make high protein curd, transfer the hot milk to a bowl and allow it to cool down. Once it cools down, there will be malai on top. Just mix it into the milk with a spoon. Now to set the curd, I'm using 3 whole red chilies. I'm removing the stalk of the chilies and immersing it into the milk. Also, I'm placing the chilies in the milk as well. Cover and allow the curd to set. You can also set the curd using green chilies. But the only difference is with green chilies you can set curd in about 12 to 14 hours and with red chilies around 18 to 20 hours will be needed. Now to set the curd with green chilies, I am removing the stalks of the green chilies and immersing the stalk into the milk and also making a small slit in the green chilies and placing it into the milk. For those who are wondering how chilies can help set curd, well, chilies are rich in various lactic acid bacteria. These natural bacteria create a starter for lactofermentation of milk, and it's a natural, easy and inexpensive method to set curd. There is no need for any expensive probiotics to make this starter. So now let's check on the bowl with the red chilies and you can see that the curd is set, but it took close to 20 hours for the curd to set, and the bowl with the green chilies took around 12 hours to set. And you can see how thick and creamy the curd is. Lightly mix the curd. You can use this curd in smoothies, lassis, cakes, brownies, or even make raita or flavor it with fruits and enjoy it as a post-workout high-protein drink. With this measurement, you will get about 400 ml of thick, fresh, homemade vegan curd. You can store this curd in the refrigerator and it will keep good for a couple of days. And also, you can use this curd as a starter when you make the next set of curd. Today I'm sharing how to make coconut curd at home. Coconut curd or yogurt is a good alternative to curd made from milk for those who has lactose intolerance or for those who simply wants to avoid dairy. You can see how creamy the homemade coconut curd is. Store-bought coconut curd or yogurt is very expensive and may be loaded with fillers like corn flour, maida, or added additives and preservatives. When you make coconut curd at home, you can naturally ferment it without any artificial additives. Naturally fermented foods are a good source of probiotics and helps in good gut health. This dairy-free coconut curd can easily be made at home and taste almost similar to curd made from milk. I'm showing you two methods to make coconut curd at home. I have already shared how to make curd from peanut milk earlier. Do check my channel for more dairy-free recipes. This vegan dairy-free coconut curd can be made to use raita or just about anything you make with curd made from milk. So without wasting much time, let's get started with the recipe. Now to make coconut curd, let's make fresh coconut milk first. And for that, into my blender, I'm adding in 2.5 cups of grated coconut, which is 1 medium-sized coconut grated. Into the same cup, measure 1.5 cups of water and add it into the blender and blend for about a minute. Transfer the blended coconut through a sieve into a bowl. Squeeze the coconut to extract the milk and pass the milk through the sieve. Keep aside the residue coconut. Once all the milk has been extracted, add in half cup water to the coconut residue and mix with hand. Again through the sieve, squeeze out the residue coconut to extract the remaining coconut milk. I don't prefer to use the remaining coconut residue as it is defatted and does not contain any nutrients. Pass the fresh coconut milk once more through a smaller sieve and my fresh coconut milk is ready to use. I'm lightly heating up the coconut milk on low flame. I'm not bringing it to a boil, just heating it up and also stirring the milk. Sometimes coconut milk may curdle if it is boiled on high flame. So stir well and heat on low flame. Once it starts to boil, turn off the flame. Now I am showing you two methods to make coconut curd. So once the milk has cooled down completely, transfer the coconut milk into two small bowls. Now to set the curd, I am using my peanut milk curd as a starter. I am adding in 1 tablespoon of the curd to one of the bowl. Now if you prefer, you can reduce the amount of starter. I like a slightly sour curd, so I'm adding in 1 tablespoon. If you don't prefer sourness, you can reduce to half tablespoon. Give it a mix and cover and keep it aside. Into the next bowl, I'm adding in green chili stalks. Immerse the stalks in the milk and also make a small slit in the green chilies and add it to the milk. 3 to 4 green chilies will be ideal. Green chilies are rich in various lactic acid bacteria. These natural bacteria helps to create a starter for lactofermentation of milk. Hence, it is an easy way to make curd if you don't have a starter. I have set the curd made from peanut milk using green chilies and red chilies. You can check them out to understand more. Cover and allow the coconut milk to ferment naturally. I am making this at about 8 p.m. at night. So the next day morning, exactly 12 hours later, you can see the coconut curd has set. The one which has the peanut curd starter has set really well. Let's check the one with the chilies. You can see that it has not set, and it will take around 20 to 24 hours for it to set. So I'm keeping it aside to ferment naturally. The coconut curd with the starter has set really well. See how creamy the coconut curd is? You can see that the curd is not very thick, but it tastes just like curd made from milk. Naturally fermented foods are a good source of healthy gut-friendly probiotics. So those who are avoiding dairy curd can easily make this curd at home and enjoy the benefits of fermented food. It took close to 20 hours for the curd with the chilies to ferment. You can see now the curd is set. It is wobbly and has a sour smell, very similar to curd from milk. Remove the green chilies. And as you can see, the water has settled down, so you need to mix it really well before using. You can make raita or use it to make lassi, smoothies, etc. with this dairy-free coconut curd. Homey. Today I'm sharing naturally fermented homemade cashew yogurt recipe. Cashew curd or yogurt can be easily made at home and is a good alternative to dairy curd. Homemade vegan cashew curd is thick and creamy and is a good source of healthy probiotics as it is naturally fermented. You can see the live activity in the vegan cashew curd, and no probiotic capsules are needed to make cashew curd at home. And it's so much better than store-bought cashew yogurt. So without wasting much time, let's get started with the recipe. Into a bowl, add in 1 cup cashew nuts and add in some water and let it soak for about 2 hours. After 2 hours, the cashews are soaked really well. Add the soaked cashew nuts into a blender, add in 1 cup filtered water and blend this really well. So basically we are making a thick cashew milk. Once ground, the cashew milk is smooth and creamy. Transfer the cashew milk to a saucepan. So there are some residue milk in the blender, so I'm adding in 1/4 cup filtered water and I'm scraping the sides and washing down the residue cashew milk into the saucepan. Lightly heat the cashew milk on medium flame. Stir with a spoon to prevent it from forming lumps or sticking to the pan. Since we are making curd, I have made slightly thick cashew milk. However, if you want to thin it out, you can add another 1/4 cup of filtered water. Heating the cashew milk prevents contamination by other bacteria. Another option would be to blend the cashews with hot water. You don't need to boil the cashew milk, just heating the milk is needed. So once the milk is heated, turn off the flame and allow it to come to room temperature. Once cooled, pour the cashew milk into a bowl, and I am using my vegan coconut curd as a starter. Add in 2 tablespoons coconut curd. If you prefer more sourness to your curd, you can add another extra tablespoon of the starter. Adjust the starter to suit your sour taste. Lightly mix well and cover and let it ferment overnight. Do not use a tight lid. If you don't have a starter, you can naturally ferment the curd using green chilies. Please do refer to my coconut yogurt recipe to understand more about this process. I'm doing this process at night, so the next day morning, that is after about 8 to 10 hours later, the curd is perfectly set. It is super thick and creamy and naturally fermented and a good source of healthy gut-friendly probiotics. Let me show you a close-up of the curd so that you can see the live activity in the curd. Amazingly thick and creamy homemade cashew yogurt. I hope you can see the bubbles forming on the curd. That is the live activity in the curd. Amazingly thick and creamy homemade cashew yogurt. Today I am showing you 2 ways to make almond curd at home. Vegan curd or yogurt are a good alternative to dairy curd for those who has intolerance to dairy. So let's get started with the recipe. Into a bowl, add in 1 cup almonds. Now the reason why I am using 1 cup almonds is to show you 2 methods to make the curd. Hence, when you're making for yourself, using half to 1/3 cup almonds would be ideal. Add in some water and allow the almonds to soak overnight or for at least 8 hours. Once soaked, peel the skin of the almonds. Now the reason why you need to peel the skin is that it contains tannin which inhibits nutrient absorption. Once you soak the almonds, the peel comes off easily. Add the peeled almonds into a blender. Add in 1 cup hot water and blend it really well. Once blended, you get a thick almond paste. Add in another half cup hot water and blend again to get smooth almond milk. You can see the almond milk is smooth and nicely blended. Since I am making curd, I prefer slightly thick almond milk. However, you can adjust water to suit your desired consistency of the almond milk. Pour the blended almond milk to 2 small katoris. Now I am showing you 2 ways to set the curd. For those who are making almond milk curd for the first time, you need to ferment it without a starter. And for that I am using 3 green chilies. Remove the stalk and place on the almond milk. Make a small slit on the green chilies and place the green chilies in the almond milk. Don't worry, you will not feel any spiciness in the curd. The green chilies helps to ferment the curd in about 10 to 15 hours. And if you already have a vegan starter at hand, you can use that. I am using my homemade cashew curd as a starter. You can see how smooth my cashew curd is. Add in 2 tablespoons cashew curd and mix well. See how smooth and creamy the almond milk is. Mix it really well with the cashew curd and cover and allow it to ferment overnight or for about 8 to 10 hours. The next day morning or after 8 to 10 hours, both the curds are perfectly set. See how creamy and thick the curds are. I hope you can see the bubbles in the curd. This shows the curd is well fermented and a good source of healthy gut-friendly probiotics. Creamy and thick homemade almond milk curd is ready. Remove the green stalks and you can see how creamy and thick the curd is. Both the curds are nicely fermented and ready to use. You can make raita, curd rice, lassi or use this just as you would use dairy milk curd. So guys, do try this homemade almond milk curd and let me know how it turned out. Don't forget to like, comment and share this video with family and friends. Thank you for watching and until next time, take care. Bye-bye.